things on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot and bars are ready. I'm Little Caesars with the extra chetty. Extra style, extra flow. Slip for sale, back 5 below. Yeah, in the club now like I'm BD. Counting these notes like I'm MIDI. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and tell your mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future. Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break truck, stop playing hack sack. All gas, whole lot of motion. Headbang, whiplash past the moat train. Sauced up, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed. Small town boys up next to bat. JVB make it get slapped. It's so right. Brothers from another. Even if I wasn't, treat me like a cousin. I'm from California. Speak a little southern. Keep about a dozen. She's so indecent. You don't want no beef with. You don't want no beef with.
Talk to me wild like they.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas. Host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, it's Graham Gano to get this one started. And off we go from Arlington. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Left thing 19. Left, ready.
They'll go play action here with Milton. One down the field, but it is incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and won't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard.
Come on.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On the ground, here's the 4th round pick from the April draft. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Marquise Bell up to make the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
the 38 now. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Flush to his right. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Savon Revel. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first point to this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. And their own 40-yard line.
He'll start this on the ground with Scatterbury. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
In motion, it's Robinson. Dart going to throw him on 2nd down. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass ball is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
The gun, here comes Dart. Open man, left side, he's got it. They get an even 20 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Giants first down.
In motion, it's Robinson.
34-yard line.
Right back to Scatterbury on 1st down. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Once again, it's Scatterbury. Good blocking to the 15. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Giants.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Giants first down.
They'll go again with Scatterbury. Oh, he's hit behind the line and the ball is out.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds onto that ball for 1 count longer. And most likely was going to result in a sack.
Out of gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson.
Oh, and in that spotlight, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, You want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with it.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Check that.
At the 13-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He was looking for that cutback play, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and we're able to force him down for a loss.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Can't tie the game or even take the lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Throwing is Dart. That's caught, and it's Cam Scalaboo. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Giants football here to begin the second quarter as they come up to face 3rd and 5. Neighbors in motion. On 3rd down, here is Dart. Moving outside the pocket. He'll try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of first. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Come on. Set. Nice. 60. Go.
From the gun, here's Milton. That's brought in right side by Pickett. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Cowboys. Ready.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for.
And he's in. C.E. Lamb.
created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Ground control with a soul like Cody, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to rap.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 2nd down, Dart exiting the pocket right. He runs with it, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the give, it's Scatterwood. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Giants.
In motion, it's Robinson. On play action, it is Dart. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. And I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Damone Clark there to get him down.
And it's 3rd.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Neighbors in motion. Now the shotgun. It's Dart. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Giants 1st down.
On the give, Scatterwood. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, it's Dart on the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Dart. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll run with Scatterboo. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Now Dart. That one taken in. Middle of the end zone. Touchdown Giants. For Jackson Dart, milestone moment. His first NFL career touchdown pass. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Giants are on the board. It's now 14-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He's going to let back to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
Let's go.
So on first and 10, here's Milton. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
Ready.
Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 36 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's going to be brought down. They pass on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboo. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And he'll get this up to the 44. Malik Hooker there on the tackle. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Scatterboot. And he will have a Giants first down. We're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on 4th down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the first down anyway.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
In motion, it's Robinson. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Moving to his right. The ball comes out. The Cowboys have it. And he's going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Handoff left. Here comes Scatterboot. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Mark on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Dart. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. Dart. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Osa Odiguzua. He gets into drop him for his first sack of the young season. To return, it is Turpin. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Warrior 70. Steady.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. He's got it! To the goal line and in. Fonte Turpin. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys will extend this third quarter lead.
Giants 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Giants take over first and 10. 27-yard line.
First down, Dart. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
To the air on second down. Dart finally taken in by Scatterboo. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddles. Coming up now for first and 10.
A gain of 12. First down, Giants.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
He'll get a few yards back here on the turn before being forced out of bounds. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Ready? 79 Broncos. Let's go now.
On first down, here's Milton. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Ready?
No give on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Nice. Go.
To the air on third down is Milton. He'll let this go for Pickens. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants will take over here as their own 12. Throwing is Dart. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Dart. That one underneath to Scatterboo. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
It is 3rd and long. Throwing. Dart. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Down the left sideline. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 91 yards. Touchdown, New York. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Next, the score, Cowboys 48, Giants 14.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Devontae Turpin on the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Deputy! 18 Cardinals! Hurt! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! 18...
Hilton now to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Michael McFadden.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Forced to his right. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And it'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. A quick toss into the hands of Lamb. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll have a 1st down. It's It's a gain of 28.
Ready?
First and 10 at
Grab
the
him,
33-yard line.
Come on.
They'll go play action here with Milton. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Roy Robertson Harris in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
Buffalo 18. Jeanette. Hawks. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Milton to the air on second down. Left side. Caught by Lamb. Now a timeout. Giants. That is their second. Talk things over before third down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 Lions. Mustang Knights, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
They'll go. Here's Milton. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. On the play fake, it's Milton. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It would have stopped anyway as we hit the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Here we go. Set. Viking, 18.
They're trying to run this one in. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get free.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. He'll return this from the 10. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll tuck it and take off.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
On second down, Dart. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down. They'll go, and here's Dart. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he's going to have the Giants first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Giants...
To the air once more is Dart. Out to his right. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Dart can throw here on 2nd down. That is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Giants.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Look at him go! And he's going to take this one in for the score. The onside kick backfires spectacularly as it's returned for a touchdown.